Morning brings us Animal House. And of course, a lot of people fly the friendly skies during summertime, but there are some new rules recently announced by the U.S. Department of Transportation. The idea is to give pet owners better access to more information when it regards the loss, injury, or possibly the death of pets who fly. Dr. Kevin Fitzgerald is here with us this morning, and it's not just about what happened, but also what's going to happen. It gives you a better idea of what flight is like for some of these critters.
Well, that's right. You know, this is a real stressful thing for the animals, but also for the families.
Sure.
The people always worry. They call me and say, "Should I take her? Should I take her with me? She'd love to go back to Maine for the summer with me." But I think we have to ask ourselves about is the animal really ready for travel? Talking to your veterinarian can help. But these regulations are good news, I think, for animal lovers because they hold the airlines accountable.
What are you going to find out now when you ask an airline, what is my pet going to go through to travel?
They're going to tell you where it's kept on the airplane.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to tell you, is it in a cargo place, or how big can the animal be to be in the cabin with you? You should be able to have a carrier that can fit under the seat in front of you with the dog.
Those are for the onboards.
Yeah, that's right, for the onboards. And then in general, for a carrier, it should be big enough that the animal can stand up and turn around. This one for Yoda, would be great.
What do you recommend to people who ask you about travel? Because I see, there are some who would use a narcotic or some sort of
sedative tranquilizers are routinely used for nervous dogs. I think, people ask me all the time, should I sedate him? Should I not sedate him? I think it depends on the animal. Yoda's pretty laid back.
Right.
So I don't think I would. He's from the 60s.
But a hyper pet, you may want to use some sort of sedative.
Well, that's right. For a nervous breed, a nervous little dog, a cat, giving them a little bit of a sedative an hour before you go to the airport, so there are 3 martinis by the time you get there.
What does this form mean? What is this all?
We need a health certificate to fly across state lines. Are they up to date on vaccines? So are we going to introduce animals with possible diseases into another state? And so this helps us regulate diseases that could cross state lines and making sure the animal's up to date and healthy. And that tells the airline too that a veterinarian has looked at the animal and deemed him healthy enough to travel.
You worry that these regulations may mean some airlines may stop carrying pets?
Well, some don't carry. So I think before you travel, find out are the hotels you're going to go to animal friendly? Do the airlines even carry them? And what regulations do they need as far as carriers and vaccines? Talking to your veterinarian about is the animal healthy enough to travel, getting a health certificate. And so taking your time, you have to do a little bit of due diligence.
Yeah. Kevin, thanks as always. Yoda, good to see you as well. And we'll see you next week.
No, thanks for all you do for animals.
Thank you very much. Coming up, speaking of commercial airlines, it will cost you more. We'll talk about those fees. And millennials